Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me once again here. My name is Michael Pierre Marks, and I am a writer, director, producer of movies, and author, somewhat of a comedian. I'm here because I'm doing something. I'm gonna jump right in. It's doing something a little different today. It's not a skit. It is something I'm just gonna free flow with it. I'm gonna call this daddy daughter exchange. All right. I have an 11-year-old daughter. Her name is Miyoshi. And boy, I recall that show by Bill Cosby years ago. It was well, kids say the craziest things, or kids say the darndest things, or something like that. Uh, Kids say the funniest things. I believe that's what it was, but you know, and they do. So I said, why not share some daddy daughter exchange, And then I have a son. His name is Morgan. He's 12, and I have some stuff I'll be bringing to you that he has said or done. So anyway, first. First, I'm gonna do three things. This will be a short video here. The first thing is the Secret Service. The second thing is the hula dance, and the third thing you was on Usain Bolt. So these are the three things that my daughter and I had an exchange on. Okay, so Secret Service. I was watching something. My daughter and I were watching. I think it was something on the news, and they were saying like, "Oh, the Secret Service, Donald Trump, and there's his Secret Service agents." And my daughter said, um, "Daddy, why do they call them Secret Service agents?" She said, "But I can see them. Why they're not in secret? So why do they call them Secret Service agents?" And it kind of befuddled me, and I said, "Well, Dad, she's right." She said they're right in plain sight. His guys they're right in plain sight. Why do they call a presidential guy's Secret Service? They're more like they're not Secret Service agents. They're more like public service agents, wouldn't you think? That was the first thing that was funny, and then the hula dance, as I was saying. My daughter is a very skilled dancer, athlete in general, but she was trained in hula dancing for quite some years. And uh, a few years back, I had a ex girlfriend, was a girlfriend at that time, over at my house, and I told we were all in the kitchen, my daughter Miyoshi, me, and my ex girlfriend, my girlfriend at the time, and she said, so uh, we got on the topic of the hula dance, and she said, she said, "Oh, your daughter." I told her, I said, "Miyoshi dances hula," and um, my ex, she said, "Oh, you mean like the do 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 do?" She started trying to move around. Well, she was moving around, my ex girlfriend, um, and I noticed my daughter was just kind of not paying attention. She was like on a stove cooking something and didn't even look at her, and my ex girl was gyrating quite a bit. So I was like, and my daughter was not paying attention to her. I said, "Did you see her? She was doing your little hula dance," and my daughter, just still not looking at me or her, said, "Yeah, I saw her. She's terrible." And that was funny. She was shocked. My ex girl was like, "Wow." She's like, my daughter was like, "I saw her. She's terrible." She said it really loudly too. It was so funny. It was so funny. So again, my daughter, I guess being a good dancer and knowing what the hula dance is supposed to look like, thought she was pretty whack, I guess. So The third thing and last thing was Usain Bolt. My younger brother came over, and we all watched. It was my daughter Miyoshi, my brother, and I watching the documentary on Usain Bolt. So we're sitting up, all watching this documentary, and I think he was at a I think it was at his doctor's at a doctor's office or some chiropractor's office or somewhere where he was being treated, and they showed where they took his shoes off. His legs were stretched out. Usain Bolt is the gold medalist, multi gold medalist runner from um, Jamaica. The fastest, he's considered the fastest man in the world. So anyway, he puts his legs up, and they take off his shoes, and he puts his legs up, and his feet are in plain sight of the camera. And at first, as soon as my daughter saw his feet, she said, "Ugh." I was like, wow. I guess runners' feet are not going to be the best feet. I mean, they look pretty rough, be honest. But the toenails were dark, and it looked like he had bunions. But I mean, the guy's been running he's on his feet all the time. But I guess Miyoshi had no care about that. All she saw was feet that looked pretty run over, like somebody had rubbed bricks across them or something. So anyway, that's my time. I just wanted to share those three things with you about a daddy daughter exchange. My daughter Miyoshi, here she is for you. That's me. My daughter and I at a daddy, father daughter dance this past year. A father daughter dance. So that's what that was. Um, You'll notice if you notice her features, the mother is Asian. We're not Japanese. We're no longer together. We're divorced. But the mother's Asian and I'm black. So my daughter is a black and Asian mixed child. Wonderful, sweet child. Both my kids are Morgan too. So that's that. And if you like what you've seen, then subscribe by clicking the subscribe button at the lower right hand corner of your screen. You can also like the videos. I'd appreciate that, and share them with people in your social media network. That's going to be all. Uh, Look out for my upcoming movie promotional, Disappearance of Deliverance, and I'll have it on different platforms and stuff. So just look out for it, and I'm very very excited about it, and we're gonna make this thing happen and take the world by storm. All right, y'all. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining me once again. Have a blessed and beautiful day.